And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's like there's going to be times and seasons where, you know, you're able to be consistent with something and then another opportunity comes up. And, you know, right now it's like, you know, it makes me sad a little bit, but I'm also happy at the same time. I have a dual feeling at the same time about this because, you know, there's been some other opportunities that have come onto my plate, and time has also been split now more so than it was before. So it's made me be on YouTube less, but at the same time, it's like, I'm happy that I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm happy that I'm evolving, right? So I want you guys to all be doing the same thing. That is the point of the Embody Pursuit tribe, right? So like I said at the beginning of the live stream, okay, I had one just main message today, which is we are all going to perish at some point, hopefully after 100 healthy years on the planet, okay? We are all going to go home and be with the Lord, be with God, be with Jesus, right? So get after it. Just like Patrick said that he has adventures going on, like put in that work, put in that time, get in the lab, right? Like go out less, go to dinners less, less socializing, and get to your goals, right? You don't want to end up being like 75, and you can still comfortably hit goals at 75, but we don't know if we'll have the energy. Like you might be alive, but we don't know if we'll actually have the energy to do it at 75. So why wouldn't you just do it now, right? You like, it's just so interesting to me. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, or I got to get around to it, or I'll eventually figure it out, and it's just like, what do you mean? Like all that is telling me with what I've learned is that by coaching people is that you just don't want to be uncomfortable. You just don't want to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it does require you to get uncomfortable when you are on the journey of realistically hitting your goals. It requires you to get up earlier. It requires you to stay up a little later. It requires you to say no to things that you usually wouldn't want to say no to, right? It requires you to learn something and maybe mess up and fail multiple over and over and over till you finally get it. All failure is, you guys, is it's just showing you okay, well, that route is not the route that I need to take to get to that goal. Okay, boom, I can check that off the list. And then boom, you try again, you fail again. Okay, that route didn't work. Okay, boom, check that off the list again. You know what I mean? Oh wow. Boom, again, right? Like mess up again, fail again. Okay, boom, you're just on the route again. Like you figured out a route that it's not the route that you need to take. And then all of a sudden, after like 5, 6, 7, 10, 100, 1,000 times, all of a sudden you're like, I figured it out. I mean, trust me, I have so many stories of doing that. So many stories. I mean, YouTube, I'm still there with YouTube, right? I'm not letting the stagnancy on the channel prevent me from still coming on. You just keep going, right? It's the consistency that I'm more so worried about. Number one, I want to show up for you guys, you know, when I can, as much as I can. But then number two, for myself, right? When you, like, sometimes all of our goals and our gifts that we're getting, that we're achieving, isn't all the time monetary, or it's not a physical item all the time. Sometimes it's that you have excellent consistency. You're a woman of your word. You're a man of your word. Maybe you have really strong character because you always show up and you're always 100% anytime you say you're going to do something, right? Like, those are gifts. Those attributes, those virtues that you're nurturing about yourself, those can end up being more powerful than anything else sometimes, right? Because, like, if you don't have some of these core principles about yourself, core, you know, standards for yourself, attributes, virtues, all those things, you kind of can't get to the next level, right? So sometimes you might be in a season where you're just getting better at being resilient. You're just getting better at being consistent. You're getting better at your communication. You're getting better at being able to stay organized, right? Wanted to spread positivity. Hope your day is wonderful. I appreciate that. Same to you, Cara. I see you. I also see Patrick, you know, and I look, the trolls, they're not going to stop, right? They're not going to stop. And number one, God's blessed me with great moderators. And number two, it's like every single month that goes by that I have to deal with trolls, I get stronger. I get more confident. I know how to ignore them better. I think quicker on my feet, right? Like even in dealing with the troll journey, it's made me a better person. It's made me also realize, this is true for anyone that is wants to do social media and you're like kind of nervous about it, and just in life, the less you breathe energy into something, like the less it can grow. So it's almost like this, like, you know, if you breathe onto a fire, it will flame up. But if there's no oxygen, it will literally get, like, it'll just die out, right? So it's the same thing with like dealing with trolls or dealing with negativity or someone at work that you don't like, or, you know, whatever it is, a boss, maybe you're having issues with the boss, or drama with your spouse, right? Like the more you can just get to a quick solution, or the more you can just, you know, pour that positive energy into it, it'll just snuff out any negativity. But the problem is that pride, right? Like we're like, I'm not about to be disrespected, or they just called me this, they just called me that. I mean, I've been called every single thing you can think of at this point online, every single thing. And I'm like, okay, well, I passed the test. Like I'm still here. I've been literally called every single thing online. And I'm like, okay, well, anyways, guys, so I do have this service I would love to offer you. You just keep going. That's it. So, you know, at the end of the day, guys, it makes you better. It makes you better when you continue to rise above the negativity, the drama, the talking shit, any of it. It just makes you a better person, right? So, it's been, the journey of content creation has also helped me in my real life. Like, I've been very blessed at this stage of my life. I don't have drama. It wouldn't even be allowed in my space at the stage and season I'm in now. However, like, for example, like, you know, LA traffic, there's always drama with LA traffic, always. Like, it's LA. But, some lady like honked and like said some slurs. The 10 years ago me would have got out the car and been like, excuse me, did you have something you want to talk about? Like, cause it was in the parking lot. It was this older woman. She was like in her 60s, like literally hurling out racial slurs and like just doing stuff, right? And I'm like, I could literally just go like, and like the lady would be out, right? Like I mean, I'm a very powerful, like strong, like seasoned human being. I mean, she's in her 60s, like she's like 5 feet tall. It's just, and she's literally yelling out racial stuff. And I just was like, I just literally didn't even look at her. I just was like, for my pride, I could have got out, popped back off on her. And then what? Like, that wouldn't have really done much for me, but wasted my time. People ain't got nothing better to do but try to make some others miserable. Exactly. So I just, but this is my training ground, right? Like, this has been helping me, you know, get better and better and better. Cause you never really reach an end with your maturity, but it has evolved me dealing with trolls on here. I've noticed that little tiny moments in life that would irk me when I was in my 20s, they just roll off. They can't even penetrate me now with where I'm at now, right? So, you know, don't let anything stop you. You're going to get uncomfortable. You're going to have moments that will test your character. You're going to have moments that will, you know, just test your overall well-being, test your temper, but you just keep going. That's it. Like, you owe that to yourself. And you guys, we will all perish one day. And again, like I said, even if we're here till we're 100, will you have the energy that you have now in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s? Like, don't wait till you get to 68, 71, 72. And if you are listening and you are, because I do have a couple beautiful souls that are there, they're my motivation, because I look at their YouTube channels. And they're like on more than me. So you can still do it, but those are graced by God people, right? Like, that's not a guarantee for you. that you'll be 78 and still have the energy of a younger person. So don't wait on it. If you got goals, if you have a plan that you just, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start later. Like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? And is it because you just don't want to get uncomfortable? Is it just because you don't want to read? You don't want to get up from the couch? Like, so you're letting the couch take over your life? Like, you're letting TikTok feeds and Instagram feeds and the For You page and the Explore page like take over your life? Hi. Right? Like, what are you doing? So it's like, even for me right now, do I necessarily want to go do this heated room workout? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'd rather, to be honest, I'm very motivated to work right now. I'm very motivated to just work, right? But I'm like, nope, I booked my class. I'm showing up. That's where I'm at right now. I'm literally driving to go park right now, right? Do I want to work out in 100-degree temperature right now and be drenched in sweat and literally be wanting to pass out? Not necessarily, but every time I do it, I feel I feel unstoppable every time. Every single time. Every single time I do it, right? Because I'm willing to be uncomfortable right now. I'm willing to put my comfort level aside and stretch myself just a little bit. 3%, 4%, 5%, right? Of just being like, okay, I don't want to stay in this plank for that long. I don't want to stay in this hover for that long. I don't want to stay, in this downward position or whatever, and my leg is up in the air and I'm super hot. I can't breathe. Like, but every single time I do it, it's like I get 1% better, 1.5% better, 2% better. And you guys, what I've noticed since I've been doing these heated room classes, by the way, is that I can breathe a lot deeper. Like, I can breathe all the way deep into my stomach. Like, when you go like I can go like, I can go, let me see if I can do it while driving. I can go, like, I'm really breathing, not just like, it's like I can breathe in a lot deeper from doing this. And it's so interesting because I have like more natural energy pumping out of my body because of this class. Like, it's almost like, I feel like this is how you would feel if you were, I have no business even getting close to saying what I'm about to say, but like, I'll say it's like 2%, maybe 1% of like, if you're in the military and you go through like a boot camp and you're really getting pushed to the limit, right? This is how I would imagine it feeling. Like, I'm literally getting pushed to the limit, but then like, I'm just like unstoppable. Like, I just feel unstoppable after. I know I actually used to work out with a fitness coach for a short period of time. I used to go to this one place that had a combination of cardio kickboxing and like weight training and HIIT cardio workouts. And he was a retired military man. And he literally said, you can do everything. Your body can do everything as long as you know how to breathe correctly. He goes, you can stay in a plank forever. You can do push-ups forever. You can do squats forever if you just know how to breathe. Hello, Dale. I see you guys. Welcome. I'm just driving, so I'm not really able to look at the chat, but I see you guys, like, out of the corner of my eye, I see a lot of like conversations happening and commenting happening. So I see you guys. I see you guys. So you guys, at the end of the day, just be willing to get uncomfortable. Be willing to stop being lazy. And I'm partially talking to myself. Like, there has been several times where I'm like, Ciana, you have an hour left in you. You just want to literally sit on the couch. Like, it's not like you're going to go to sleep. You just want to sit on the couch and kind of just like be lazy. And there's a fine line there, because sometimes it is good to just like let your mind and your body relax. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you know you should be productive and you have the time to do it, you have the energy, but you'd rather scroll or you'd rather, do something else that's not going to get you closer to your goals. And so I just have to have a check-in and say, Ciana, you have 1 more hour in you to do this. Just lock in right now And then once I start working on it for 60 seconds, all of a sudden I'm locked in and I'm like, I'll go for 2 hours. But it's just that one initial push to actually start the thing or do the thing or finish the thing, right? So just keep it going. Just, get out of your own way. And I've really learned this a lot from doing the other lives because it's a whole different ballgame on TikTok. I'm actually helping people grow their, like the whole purpose of it is to help them grow their community. It's called an engagement live. It's WithLoveChuckie if anyone wants to ever join me. I literally sound like a auctioneer. Like I'm like, boom, okay, boom, 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 boom. Bestie up, let's go. Like I sound like really weird over there compared to over here. Over here, it's more like we have conversations, but being an engagement live host on TikTok is a lot different than streaming on YouTube. But if anyone wants to see what I'm talking about, or if you want to grow your TikTok following quicker and it'll fast track you, then you can join me over there on TikTok. It's called WithLoveChuckie. That is true about breathing techniques are key to improving. Exactly. And it's so crazy, like me doing it here at this heated room workout. Oh, you can actually kind of see the skyline a little bit, the Hollywood Hills right there. But me doing this, I'm like, whoa, like every single week that I come back, I'm like, even though my body's tired, like my body doesn't want to do it. It's like, because I'm breathing, it keeps shooting more energy into my body. I don't know how to explain it, but I just remember that from a military man. He's like, literally, when you master how to breathe, you can do anything. That's how people in the military are able to do what they do. I mean, obviously it's 10 million more things that they learn how to do, but it comes back to the stamina and your breath. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. Get down. All the important links are in the description. All my other social media accounts are in the description. If you want to work one-on-one with me, I do have email coaching, embodypursuit.com. Also, if you want to get your own website and your own digital products, get my course. It's still available. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.